Well, I woke up this morning and realized that our pipeline is getting a little thin. We're finishing up the Erskine house, but we don't have another one lined up. We did have two lined up, but one of the deals fell apart and one of them's kind of shaky. So I got two more houses I'm interested in. I pulled them up on Zillow this morning. I'm going to drive by, see if there's something that I might be interested in. One of them's a foreclosure, and the other one is, well, I think it's a tenant that doesn't know that they're in pre-foreclosure. We're going to find out. We're going to go knock on some doors and take a look at these properties, and we'll talk about the details once we get out there. But this is how we keep it going, just on a Saturday, find some properties you're interested in and start moving. All right, welcome to house number one. It is a house. They're asking $70,000 for this, but hey, stick-built house on Erskine Creek water, which isn't a well, but it's better than Cal water. The door looks fine. That can be salvaged. The overhang carport can be salvaged. The windows look like they're okay. So the front of the house shows well. Now there is some major electrical issues here. I don't like having EMT exposed on the outside of the house. That's just wrong. You need to put that in the ceiling. You can do it outside, but really not a fan of that. Let's go around the side. I'll show you the first thing that kind of sticks out. The shutters, what do you call those things? I don't know, the overhangs for the windows, they look nice. The electrical panel looks nice, almost looks even new. Look at that. All the breakers look good. Doesn't look like it needs any work there. That's always a plus. But here's our swamp cooler. And you'll notice it's mounted to the freaking board here. I think it does have a detached garage. That is pretty nice. But you can see the fascia boards need some liquid nail work. The roof is coming off. Oh boy. That roof, I don't know if you can see it, but that thing is just peaks and valleys. I don't know how much of that roof can even be saved. At some point, you just cut it back and just put new plywood down. Garage needs a new roof. Double pane window here. Here's our side yard. Oh boy, this is a lot of work here. Just a hole in the wall here. And the back door looks good. So I mean, the portals are good. The only way into the garage is through the garage door. There is no like access door. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm a little shaky about this one. Here's the thing. I love this house. It's a stick-built house. It's on a cute little lot. It's all fenced in. It should be Erskine Creek water. It's got a new electrical panel. Yeah, it needs a new roof on that house or that garage. I can't see what this one looks like. Let's see. I'll send the GoPro up. I'm guessing looking by the fascia and the drip edge is that one part of the roof is better than the other. All in all, I'd make an offer on this house, no doubt about it. I'd love to have this house. The question is what's it gonna take? I mean, I haven't even seen the inside. I can call my realtor, and that's actually her company that owns this listing. One of her coworkers, Janine. I think it's Jeannie? Jeannie has it. But yeah, we can go and take a look inside, but I got a feeling it's probably gonna look worse than the outside. What is this house really worth? 650 square foot, stick built, in good condition, probably something like 100, 140 at most, just because it's so small. But it has that garage. The garage is valuable. Erskine Creek water is valuable. But what's it gonna take to fix it up? We're here, and it's a mobile with a, I don't know, a room addition, a big one built onto the side of it, dog barking out front, reader tracked. So you got to pay $1,100 a year just for sewage, and not exactly the best neighborhood. A lot of wanderers at night, fair amount of theft. Good little community though. The people are aware of it, and they all kind of talk and share Ring cameras and pictures and stuff. But for the right price, this might be a deal. Zillow has it at $20,000, and see if this person even owns it or if it's a squatter. It's very possible. All right, let's go meet the resident. Hello. How you doing? Hi, little buddy. Well, I have to.
Walk away because we're friends. And I'm asking you, man, because I mean, I'd like to keep it cool. I don't want to upset them. It's been very upsetting, the whole deal for them. And I'm asking you, you're saying, well, I got to feel, then fuck you.
It's not fuck you, Mark.
You take your goddamn card. I'm telling you, I would have called you. I mean, I'm not fucking bullshitting you. I'm not fucking lying to you. I'm asking
Wait,
you, don't
you
fucking
understand?
upset this poor woman.
She's not upset.
It was her best friend.
No, but see, the thing is,
What the fuck? You're just a fucking snake. Get the fuck out of here, man.
you're not the registered owner.
Fuck you.
Mark, you
I
understand
have
that you're not the
control of this
registered
place
owner.
right now. You can go to hell. I have control of this fucking place. Fuck you.
Have a good day, Mark.
Prick.
Okay. Hey there. He's not too happy to talk to me.
Don't talk to this cocksucker. He's a fucking snake. He's an asshole. Fuck him.
That's not true.
Get the fuck out of here.
So the house showed up on a tax auction sale for this March. So I came to knock on the door to find out what was going on. And he said that you have power of attorney.
I do.
And he's interested in buying it. And I said, that's great, that sounds like the right thing, but if it doesn't go through, I'd like to talk to you to let you know I'm interested in it. Then he asked me not to talk to you, and I said, well, I need to talk to her because she has power of attorney, and he's just living there. So, I'm Mark, I'm interested in buying the place, and it seems like you have power of attorney to sell the house. Have you made any moves? Do you want to sell it? I mean, just so we're clear, it's going for auction in March, so it's going to be sold. I'd like to get it before that.
It's going for auction in March?
Yeah, so the letter came. Did you show her the letter? You didn't show her the letter. So it's going for auction this year for back taxes.
Yeah.
So typically when those happen, if there's a house you want, you go and get it before it goes to auction, because then who knows who's going to buy it.
Right.
So I live in the area. This is what I do. I go around and buy houses, revitalize them, and either rent them or sell them. So that's why I'm interested. I'm a cash buyer, as is, waive all conditions. I just need to see the house, see what I'm dealing with, and then I make an offer. Admitted there is back taxes owed on this place for at least $19,000. That's what's listed. I don't know if you know any more about it than that.
I mean, I just know it was back on taxes, but I didn't know how much.
Yeah. Okay. So
Do you have a card or something I can get from you?
I had one. Mark tore it up in half when he saw me asked to talk to you. I'm not an asshole. I'm pretty straight with him. I told him how this deal goes down, and I'm not the last person that's going to come by. There's probably going to be a dozen people, including realtors and other investors.
I knew you looked familiar.
Yeah, I'm the laundromat guy.
Laundromat guy.
So we're finishing up one on Erskine, and we're looking for the next one. So if you want to sell it for cash as is, we can work a deal out. Just let me know what you want to do with it. And I don't know what your plans are based on the power of attorney and the owner and all that. That's kind of up to you.
Yeah,
I'd be
I
happy
haven't really thought too much about it, actually.
Yeah, well, if you do think about it, I want my foot in the door. If you work out a deal with Mark and able to sell it to him, that'd be great. I think that should still be your first option, despite the insults. But if not, I don't want someone else coming and taking the deal because you forgot I was here. I'm
Right.
here. I'm interested.
Okay.
All right?
I got your card. Let me figure out some stuff.
Alrighty.
I've just been crazy busy. That's why I haven't done anything. You know what I mean?
It's no problem. No insult meant.
I got your card.
Mark?
I'll get a hold of you. My name's Jessica.
Hi, Jessica. Sorry for insulting you, Mark. I didn't mean it like that.
All right.
Fucking dick.
All right, so this is kind of how that deal went down. I showed up to a house I found on Zillow that was going to tax auction, $20,000 back owed taxes, plus more. So I wanted to go by the house, take a look at it, see if I was something I'd be even interested in. And what happened is 9:30 in the morning, I go up to the gate and there's a dog, it's barking. And a renter comes out, or squatter, not sure. I think it's a renter. I think there's some kind of mutual agreement that he's supposed to be there. And he comes to the gate, really nice guy, and we start talking about, yeah, this house is going for tax auction. He says, yeah, I got that piece of mail. How does this go down? I said, well, basically, the county wants their money, so we need to buy the house and pay off the back owed taxes. It's leaned against the house. But I'm interested. I'm a cash buyer. I'd buy it as is, but there's also got to be some meat on the bone. I'm not going to come in here and do all the roofing and flooring and painting and plumbing and all that stuff if the deal doesn't make sense. If the taxes are too high and the construction costs are too high, it won't work. Well, he says, yeah, I'm interested. My sister's got a lot of money. I don't have any. I'm broke. I want her to give me the money to pay the back owed taxes and hook me up and get me this place. I say, hey, that sounds great for you. I live locally. I'm not trying to get under, take someone's roof out from over them. So if you can make that deal work, that's great. And he says, yeah, well, the problem is that the neighbor next door has power of attorney over the owner of this property. I guess the owner of the property had died, and the husband died, and the wife inherited it, but she has mental health issues, and the neighbor next door has power of attorney. I said, okay, well, I need to talk to the neighbor next door, because ultimately when this house goes up for tax auction, it's going to be sold by March 13th. We're about 2 months away, and I don't want it to get that point. I want to get the deal before that, and I don't want just any random person to get it. I'm here, I'm knocking on the door, I'm a cash buyer, I live locally, sell it to me. So I'm going to go talk to her, and she says, well, I don't want you to do that because, I want the deal. I said, well, listen, I'm not trying to take the house from you. I just want her to know that if the deal doesn't work out with you and your sister, which I think you should, you already live here, I think you should have your sister come in and buy it. But if she can or she won't, and you make it sound like she may not be interested, then I want to make sure I'm the next person in line. So he starts getting mad. He rips up my card. And I walk over as the neighbor's coming out. And I walk up to her and I introduce myself, and he's cursing and calling me names, which I think is unfair because I kind of explained to him how the eviction process works and how this whole deal goes down. But I start to get the inclination when he starts cursing at me that the neighbor next door and him don't get along that well. And he has been keeping it a secret from her that the house is going for a tax auction. And she's been real busy. She was unaware that it was going to a tax auction, so she's glad she talked to me. And I basically introduced myself. She knew who I was. I'm the laundromat guy. She's seen me before. I'm a known fixture in town. Told her I'm a cash buyer, as is. I'm first here on the deal. I want you to know me that I'm interested. And she says, that's great. I said, he probably didn't tell you that it's going to auction. And I said, did you tell her? And he said, well, no. And she kind of gave him a look. And I said, well, I'd like to get it before it goes to auction. So she was happy to talk to me. And I apologized for making him mad, even though I didn't do anything wrong. These are always emotional things. I try not to get emotional about this stuff. Just be fair and straight with people, even if it's not in your best interest, because ultimately you don't need every deal you see. You don't have to be desperate. The deals will come. It's better to be fair and be straight with people because it always comes back to bite you, and you're going to do better. You're going to feel better about every deal if you were straight all along the way. That's just how I've always done business. I feel that's the right way to do business. It's easier to do business like that. Yeah, you can probably be deceitful and con people and probably get more deals that way, but you're going to pay for it in the long run, and you just don't feel good. So I gave her my card, told her what I wanted to do. Hopefully she calls me. Ultimately, I'm not that interested in that house. It's pretty run down. I mean, no one's been living in it. He lives out in his trailer because it's warmer, it's smaller. Inside the house, I imagine, is a hoarded mess. He says it's okay, which means it might be real bad. The roof is tore up because the 2 mulberry trees are hitting it. The exterior of the house doesn't even have proper paneling, so that's going to have to be redone, maybe even stuccoed. Just if you're going to rip the walls off, may as well make it stucco, make it look nice. Yeah, there's just a ton of work on that house. It's a $30,000 1-month job in a poor neighborhood, a bad area. Reader is not, they have $1,100 a month just for the sewage. I mentioned that at the beginning. So you have to pay $1,100 a year. So it's almost $100 a month. So you just lose that in rent. If you would normally get $800, now you're getting $700 because you got to pay that out. Now that means that's for sewage. So you don't have a septic tank, which is nice. And there is maintenance on a septic, but not much. I'm not a millionaire. I can't just buy high-end houses all the time. This is how I'm getting started. So I take the deal for what it is, and it's just an opportunity. But at $24,000 in back-out taxes is what it might be. I think it's supposed to be 20, but I think it's 24. He mentioned something about 24. 24,000 if I got it just for the taxes, which most people don't like selling a house just for the taxes. They'd rather just see it go to auction. If they're not making any money, they don't care. So it might end up costing me more like 27, 28, and that would just be straight through title. That would kick a couple thousand back to the owner. There's a power of attorney involved, so the owner technically wouldn't even get much money. The power of attorney would have to be holding on to that $2,000. So really, you kind of want to do it like 29, 30,000, just to make sure a couple thousand goes to the owner, a couple thousand goes to the power of attorney. Ultimately, that house will rent for $700 to $800 a month, right? $700, $800 a month, and for me, that's $8,500 a year, 5 years. That's 40. What is that? I never do math while you're filming. 42,005, is that right? Something like that. So I need to be into that house less than 50 grand to get my money back in 5 years. And at 30,000, I can spend 20,000 renovating that place to get my money back in 5 years. That's really tight. That's a really tight margin for a rental property. Not a lot of meat on the bone for me on that one. So my renovation would have to be limited. My upfront purchase would have to be low. It would just be, just not thrilled about it. Not like the last house. The last house was just a lot of fun because there was meat on that bone. It was a nice little place. Had a lot of things going for it. Good neighborhood, good area. Had a well. is new enough house. It can be, refinanced for a buyer, so it could be loans could be gotten on it. This house is too old for a loan, really bad shape, poor neighborhood, bad utilities, just not a lot of great things. So if this deal doesn't work out, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Don't want it that bad. The other house we saw before that is better, but I haven't talked to my real estate agent to go in and look at that house and make an offer yet. Granted, that house is going to be they want $70,000 for that. So we'll see as the deals unfold. Where did he go? Jared! Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey, there he is. Welcome to the mighty Kern River. This is just off the freeway exit. You don't have to go far to get to amazing places all around this whole lake and river. Just walk out here a little bit. Don't have to worry about rattlesnakes because it's too damn cold. Look how brown it is. My wife termed the color of this is paint, what is it called? Mixed paint, or paint cup. It's like, paint cup brown. Like when you mix all your colors when you're watercoloring in grade school. Like that filthy little brown color that comes out. It's a rare color. You only see it in muddy water and paint cups. You can't buy that at Home Depot. That's too ugly of a color. They don't even sell it. My God, I hope they don't. They probably do. That might be an okay color for an exterior trim. Okay, we found Jared. We're hopping back in the car. So we're back at the base house, and we got in the garage. Bass, like base. Fishing. We're gonna
fishing.
Okay, that's Vanessa. We're back with Vanessa. She got me in the garage, and she mentioned that last time she was here, she could see daylight, and pointed out that it looks like they did a patch job. I don't know if you can catch that. You can see that roof. It's not pretty. It's all sheeting. It's all new sheeting that's going to have to be done here. But you got to be careful because, look at the water damage. This is all drywall here. It's all just soaked. And that's probably all got to come off. I don't know how much of that you could salvage. This side seems okay. But here's a support beam, which...
Easy with that.
Yeah.
I'm not here with that.
Yeah, the springs are good in the garage. All in all, the garage has its own sub panel and it has electrical. Like, it was a good little functioning garage, just the roof kind of fell apart, and I don't know why they did this. I don't know what the code is on this, but we're gonna have to look that up because that's sketch. Super sketch. Yeah, and it's not even cleated at the bottom. Like, if you bump that with a car. So we're gonna try and get in now. We might have the code. Here's all the EMT running under the house. I don't know what the code is exactly, if you can get away with that, but I like to think that at one point that got signed off. When they did that electrical, that was, this electrical does look newer, but this looks original. So someone had to have signed off on that. I've never seen a house done like that, but it could be up to code. We'll have to have that looked into. We don't want a fire hazard. And then they have a drain line. I didn't even notice this earlier. There is a drain line. This is the air line for the drain coming up out of the front of the house. It's like, man, okay, fine. If that's your functional choice, like it works, fine. But at least paint it. Like, it just sticks out like a sore thumb. I love this house. Like, don't get me wrong. It's a foreclosure. They have listed at 70. I think the bank is upside down on it I think they owe 50 on it. I think they've lost 50 on it. But I'd like to see what's inside, and we're going to show you that soon. And I definitely want to make an offer. I don't think the bank's going to like it, but we'll see what it looks like inside, and we'll come up with a number. Oh, look at this kitchen.
See?
Oh, the opportunities.
Yeah, surprises await you.
Look at the blinds. They're made of Dollar General towels.
Oh.
Crafty. This is the window.
Kind of low.
That's not going to do. That's going to have to be replaced. Look at that. Air just comes right in. It's got a 50s vibe.
Yes.
Like 50s, 60s, like not even 70s, 80s.
No, it's definitely a 50s vibe. Anyway, so this is our dining room area right here.
So floor's goodish.
Goodish, dining room, storage. So we have a full bathroom right here.
Okay, so yeah, that's sinking in, of course. Ooh, okay. Subfloors under tubs are never they're the worst.
This is our.
Am I following you? I'm following you.
Okay. This is our living area to the right of our entrance.
All right. Now see, this is spacious.
Okay, and we have a built-in bar countertop. People have options here. Okay, you don't need to use this for dining. Basically, if it were me, this would be belly up to the bar stools up here. You can have that on both sides, and so this could provide a different kind of more of a
casual.
That's where
casual dining, recreation.
Casual dining experience.
Great for a little football get together. TV on the wall here.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. Sell it. Sell it. Oh, cover it all up. Cover it up. Make the work easy.
Oh, okay. Now listen. When you feel a little wrinkly,
There you go.
this is 50s.
Totally.
Okay, you have to leave this, Mark. You've got to leave that. Somehow finish the cabinet, do it cool.
I know, but winter's here and we need firewood.
To the left, we have our laundry / utility room.
Okay. This is on a foundation here. This is a slab. Okay. Standard 30 amps. Exposed right there. Jesus.
They like living dangerously.
They do. That's all they had to do was just pop that out. Run the J-box right there. Oh, well. Okay. Window. Double pane. Not broken. All right.
And look at this really cool feature for our laundry room. We have a accordion door.
Aha.
Folding door.
It even makes sound like an accordion.
Hey, look at that. It even makes...
Your laugh.
Okay, and here we have what I will classify as a mud room, possibly an extension to a pantry. You could put pantry, you could put your inside freezer here, an extra fridge, a couple ice chests for the ice, but otherwise a mud room. Since we have our laundry there, we can strip down when we've been grubby.
Totally.
Let her rip.
Yeah, it's great. Great for anyone that works with their hands. Good place to put motorcycle boots, chainsaw if you don't want to leave it outside.
Yeah, just not the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Well.
Yeah, no. Anyway, and this is our one and only boudoir in this charming little cottage.
I do like this house. Like, we're talking trash, but this is, for the price, what do you get for less than $100,000 in California?
I'll send you a list.
Well, yeah, thank you. Windows, double pane, more double pane. I like that. Every double pane window, that's like $300 and a couple hours of work saved.
So that's not all, folks. Let's take a step out the back door because we're going to exit the mudroom to our fenced little patio.
Hey, good front door, good back door. Good front door, good back door.
Right?
Not to be gawked at.
Nice little area. You could sit back here and lounge, maybe fill in the depressed part. It is depressing.
Do we own the tank?
Let's see.
Looks like we might. No one's claimed it.
It's a beaut.
Fire pit. Look at that masonry. My goodness. Pond. Neighbors have a pond. Nice neighbors. You can obviously tell they care about their home. That's always a plus.
Good people.
Yeah.
Awesome neighbors right there.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a plus.
Yeah. Big plus.
Okay. And this is going to be our hot water locker.
This looks like they've had it locked a few times. Ooh, that's in bad shape.
And it's rough.
Yep. There's $800.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Bass. We're gonna talk more details.
way.
That's the gist of it. I'm gonna turn the camera off and hammer out some of the details with you. I'm just gonna say it now. That house on base is definitely the type of house we're looking for. Beat up, older, total renovation, but realistically, that house is not going to be able to be flipped without a tremendous amount of work. The problem is they had a permanent foundation house and then a room addition built, and when they did that, they ripped the furnace out. There's no fireplace, there's no furnace now, there's just a gas line running through the mud room. There's electrical that's been done there just really shoddily, which obviously not to code, which is really concerning. So it's going to fail any inspection on an appraisal. And then if you didn't want to sell it and you just wanted to rent it, no landlord in their right mind would rent the house that way without totally gutting it and making sure everything was safe and to code. So considering the amount of damage that you're going to have to do for the gas lines, for the electrical, it's basically gutting the house as far as like
drywall's concerned, maybe some of the framing, and at some point you're just going to have to stop and ask yourself, am I just doing a complete remodel and leaving up, the exterior walls? Because you're re-roofing it too. So, I mean, it's a total re-roof on both the garage and the main house. The subfloor is okay in some areas, but shower, bathroom's bad. All the electrical has to be inspected. There should be a crawl space under that house, but it's 60 years old. Who knows how much of a pain it's going to be to get under there. I think realistically, as a single bedroom, one bed, one bath house, even though it's at Erskine Creek, even though it's stick built, even though it's in a nice area, the amount of money it's going to take and time to get that house to be sellable or livable, I would guess minimum 40-50,000 minimum, and at least a month, if not 6 weeks worth of work 5 days a week with a crew of 2 or 3 guys. And because of that, I'm out. There's just not enough meat on that bone. If we're going to do that much work, let's do it on a 3-bedroom, 2-bath stick-built house, or a 2-bedroom, 1-bath stick-built house. But a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, nah, we'll just keep looking for another deal and let that one sit. Honestly, I don't know if that house is even going to sell. Just in the condition it's in, all I think it's really, the only value is good neighborhood, good plot, paved street, good sized lot. Did I already say that? I think that house needs to just be knocked down. Say, oh, that's a bit extreme. Rebuilding a house is so expensive. It is, but I mean, you could buy a 1-bedroom, 1-bath tiny home for $80,000, top of the line, same square footage. Just rip that whole thing out and just drop a tiny home in. And you'd have a brand new house, not some Frankenstein renovated house. And it'd be way less labor. Because at the end of the day, when you're done with that house, I don't think anyone is going to be truly pleased with it without a tremendous investment. So for that, we're out.